Hi guys, my name is Oti. Let's make egusi soup, also known as melon soup, together. These are what I'll be using to make my soup. Yeah, I turned on my cooker and so I took my palm oil, also known as red oil, and the palm oil I'm using is Okomo palm oil. And I was turning it in my pot to heat up the palm oil. And I turned it, and this is how it looks like after it's heated. And I took out my egusi soup. ah, Pardon me, my grinded egusi, also known as grinded melon. So I was pouring it in the pot, and I took my spoon to stir it to see if I like the consistency. And after stirring it for a while, I figured I needed to add some more. I know you might think, why am I not measuring it? But this is how my mom taught me. So I poured the remaining one from the plate. I turned it inside and continued to stir. After stirring, I took out my meat stock, actually my chicken stock. So I poured it inside the pot, and yes, he's making some kind of noise. You know, my Nigerian folks. So I started stirring it, and I added a little more water because I figured that the water wasn't going to be enough, the one I added. And I started stirring again and again. Okay, and the next thing I did was I took my crayfish, grinded crayfish, and then I poured it inside my soup. And then the next thing I took was my grinded pepper. I poured it as well inside my soup. I like my food kind of hot, like not so spicy, but at least you feel it a little in your tongue. That's how I like my food. So I after pouring it, I started stirring with my spoon to make sure the crayfish and the grinded pepper mix up properly inside the soup. And this is what I got after mixing. And then I took my salt to add some taste. I added some salt, and also I added some seasoning. So this seasoning I'm using is Maggi seasoning. So I poured it inside, and I started stirring again to make sure the salt and the seasoning mix up properly. And then I covered my pot, and it was getting ready, so I opened it again. And as you can see, the soup is already coming into light. Yay! So I took my spoon again and started to stir. And after stirring, I took my chicken. I actually baked this chicken before starting everything. I prepped everything down before starting this video. So I put my chicken inside the soup in order for it to soak inside the soup. People that are familiar with this soup will know why I did this, because it tastes more better when you're eating if the whatever protein you are using, if it's soaked properly inside the soup. So this is also called, this fish I put inside is called ebevbarie in Benin City, but it's also called dried fish. So I poured it inside, and then I started stirring to make sure the ebevbarie sinks inside the melon soup. And then I also baked my fish prior to this video. So then I poured my fish inside, and I started stirring again to make sure the baked fish sinks inside the soup properly, just the way I want it. And then I covered, and now I'm opening it again. You see now, it's everything, the protein, the chicken, fish, everything has sinked inside properly. And this is my pumpkin leaf. It was dried, so I washed it properly before now and before I dried it, so that's why I didn't bother to wash it too much. So I just poured the pumpkin leaf, and the other one is also bitter leaf. There's this taste bitter leaf gives to your food after eating. So after eating, you drink water, your mouth, there's this sweet taste. I don't know. That's what I like. So yeah, that's how I made the egusi soup. And yet it's time for me to make eba. Some people call it garri. So this was me pouring my boiled water inside the bowl. Yeah, I'm using plastic plate because plastic plate is easier and it makes it come out well. And this was how I was taught from back home. So yeah, this was me pouring my garri and also adding more water to make sure everything comes out the way I want it. Yeah, that's the way I want the eba. Then I covered it for everything to sink down, and voila, this is the final product. Don't you like what you see? Yay! I like what I see. Actually, I enjoyed myself, and I didn't finish this just in case you're wondering. All right, please comment just in case you have anything to say. Please also like and share, and also do well to subscribe just in case I post more videos so you can see them. Thank you.